that the United States has taken lethal, targeted action against al-Qaeda and its associated forces, including with remotely piloted aircraft commonly referred to as drones.
It is a small propeller-powered device used by President Obama to take out about 40 people every Tuesday, I believe it is. He signs off a list to kill around 40 people, including American citizens, without a due process or a trial.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like to be in charge of them. Very interventionist.
They tend to invade countries which they want resources from.
They always just want to be, they consider themselves the greatest country in the world and they want to impose it on other people.
I don't know, I think they're quite imposing of their thought, like the West and the rest type of thing. Just generally everywhere in the East, that is supposedly the East, they're quite imposing.
In the last 50 years, probably Vietnam, Cambodia, places like that, yeah. I mean, the aggression's been pretty, unwarranted, pretty evil.
Probably down to the fact that America was founded on this, the manifest destiny, the fact that they have a right to go and invade certain countries. So I feel like that's the core part of being American, the way it is. So they feel that they have a right to intervene in all sorts of countries.
Yes.
No, not really.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Simple answer there, yeah. Yes.
Yes, completely.
Yeah.
I definitely think that, yeah, they've got involved before and they probably shouldn't.
Yeah, for sure. Completely aggressive. But I'd say that they involve in other people's in other countries for their own private gain. That's what it seems to look like.
My 8-year-old daughter was killed, and my 3-year-old son. Nixon, murderer of civilians. What have I done to Nixon so that he comes here to bomb my country? My daughter died right here. She was feeding the pigs. She was so sweet.
During the missions, after the missions, the result of what I was doing, the result of this game, this exercise of my technical expertise never really dawned on me. That reality of the screams or the people being blown away or their homeland being destroyed just was not a part of what I thought about.
America does not take strikes to punish individuals. We act against terrorists who pose a continuing and imminent threat to the American people. Remember that the terrorists we are after target civilians, and the death toll from their acts of terrorism against Muslims dwarfs any estimate of civilian casualties from drone strikes. U.S. strikes have resulted in civilian casualties, a risk that exists in every war.
75%.
Probably more than 50%.
Civilians is about 40% of the total one.
20, 10%.
60, 70 mark maybe?
I'd say about 20%.
90%.
I'd say 60%.
70.
Or I'd go 75%.
Oh, 85%.
70%, 60%?
About 30%.
30%.
Probably like 70 to 80% maybe.
Why would you say it's so high?
I don't know, because it's normally, I suppose drones are quite target specific, but civilians always get caught up in that sort of stuff.
If I told you that the actual number was 95%, would that surprise you?
Not really, no.
The total number of civilian casualties is 95.
Whoa, that's a lot.
What defines a civilian when it comes to civilian casualties has also allegedly been open to interpretation.
There's also been some dispute over the way civilian casualties are counted. The CIA often counts able-bodied males, military-age males who are killed in strikes as militants unless they have concrete evidence to sort of prove them innocent.
I watched this man bleed out. The missile had taken off one of his legs right above the knee. And I watched him bleed out of his femoral artery. And he's rolling on the ground. And I imagined his last moments.
Even though I know there's a predator directly overhead, I still can't hear a thing. And if you look up to the exact spot where we're being told the predator is flying right now, there's nothing but clouds and blue sky.
I no longer love blue skies. In fact, I now prefer gray skies. The drones do not fly when the skies are gray, and for a short period of time, the mental tension and fear eases.
The drones اکثر خلک باندې خو دومره زیات ذهني پرشر نه چواله شوی دی چې پېښور ته ډاکټران ته دیني درومي.
A lot of people misunderstand the whole concept of post-traumatic stress. There's different types. What I have is what some would consider a moral injury. I went directly against my morals and ethics to do something wrong. I wasn't really harmed. I wasn't in danger, but I did something that went against my spirit.
Drones cause death to civilians. They terrorize entire populations, and they may well be counterproductive at many levels.
Do you think we've learned anything from all this?
I think we're trying not to. I think I'm trying not to sometimes. I can't even cry easily. From my manhood image. I think Americans have tried, we've all tried very hard to escape what we've learned in Vietnam, to not come to the logical conclusions of what's happened there. You know, the military does the same thing, you know. They don't realize that people fighting for their own freedom are not going to be stopped by just changing your tactics, you know, and adding a little more sophisticated technology over here, improving the tactics we used last time, not making quite the same mistakes. You know, I think history operates a little different than that, and I think that those kind of forces are not going to be stopped. I think Americans have worked extremely hard not to see the criminality that their officials and their policymakers have exhibited.
There's something happening here, but what it is ain't exactly clear. There's a man with a gun over there, telling me I got to beware. I think it's time we stop, children, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down.